Well, hello, my sewing friends. Welcome to my channel, The Wandering Sewist. My name's Diana, and this is my weekly sewing vlog, hashtag Friday Sews. Thank you to Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room for starting this hashtag where sewists of the internet can get together on a Friday and talk a little bit about sewing and a little bit about life. So this week, let's talk about sewing. So this week in sewing, I finished my most recent set of barnyard animals and I started working on a new dress and I visited a friend's fabric de-stash here in Prague and got just a few pieces of fabric from her de-stash. So this is my newest set of barnyard animals, which is a McCall's pattern. And I changed up the pattern a little bit. I added foam interfacing to the ears so that they would have more body. And then for all of the other animals inside, I changed up the eyes a little bit. I will show you. So this cow, the horns are the handles, and then the bottom opens up with Velcro, and all of the other animals stack inside. So the next largest one is the sheep. And the sheep was supposed to only have just little black eyes. And I thought that was kind of looking a little bit, you know, horror movie. So I put the white felt with the black felt, and I thought that looked a lot cuter. So it makes the eyes, I think, brighter and more relatable to a small child. And I interfaced these ears also with the foam interfacing. And then the next size down is the piggy. The piggy, I interfaced the ears with foam and I put white felt around the black part of the eyes. There are little heart appliques on the cheeks and then a little tail applique on the back. And then the next one is the little chicken. Same with the eyes. I made the eyes much bigger and I put the white around to make it more cuter, less threatening for a small child. And then this also has tail feathers. And then the little stuffy is a little mouse with foam interfacing for the ears. And I also did the white on the eyes and made the eyes bigger. I just thought that the first set that I made, the eyes were looking a little bit unfriendly. And for a little kid to really enjoy, I wanted it to be super cute and friendly and relatable for a small child. So I really like how they came out. And I love how they all stack together like this. And then it closes up and it's a nice quiet play toy you can take on the airplane. You can take it to church. And there's no pieces that can come off because these are glued and sewn on, all of these little pieces. So they're not just glued down, but then I applicate all the way around. So there's no way any of this is coming apart. So I'm really happy with that. And the next thing I started working on was Nomi 2016. And so I made a toile out of an old sheet. And I toiled the size 20 because my high bust was like a 42 and the 20 says that for the bust measurement is a 42. So I thought, well, if I wanted to fit through my shoulders, I need to do the high bust. So I did the high bust. And all I made was just the outer shell of the bodice. So I just made the bodice front and back, and I just basted in a zipper and I put it on, and oh my goodness, it was so tight. It was tight across my back, it was tight around the waist, it was tight across the bust, and I was like, okay. So the set 20 is not the right size. So I decided to go up one size, and I traced out the size 22. And the size 22 is a bust of 44. And my full bust is 45. My high bust is 42, so there's a 3-inch difference. So the bust is 44, the waist is 37, and the hip is 46. Not that the hip really matters. So my waist is a 36, and my bust is a full bust is a 45. So it kind of fits in the 22. And I'm making dress B, which is the shorter dress with the long sleeves. And a problem with the sleeves, I'll talk about that in a second. But the finished bust measurement for the 22 is a 47. So that gives 2 inches of ease in my full bust. And the finished waist is 70. So there's a whole lot of ease in the waist, and then it only gets bigger from there because you gather it, and then the skirt is full. So I don't think the hip measurement matters at all. So I am making my Know Me 2016 out of this fabric. And this fabric is one of those ones where you can pick which side you want to be the right side. So this side has more bold colors, but this side is sparkly. So I decided to use the bolder colors for like a daytime look. And I had 5 meters of fabric, which is quite a lot. And for the size 22, for 5 meters, all I have left is little scraps. I was getting down to the point where I was trying to cut the sleeves, and I didn't have enough fabric to cut the full length sleeve on the grain. So I thought about doing a half, like a short sleeve. And then I was like, I don't really want a short sleeve. Then I thought about taking these little pieces that are left and maybe doing a little bit of bias cut and making ruffles around the bottom of a short sleeve to make it longer. But then I thought, well, what if I just cut it on the cross grain? So I tried it. I folded my fabric on the cross grain, and the pattern piece fit exactly. Exactly. I actually the bottom edge of the cuff ran into the selvage, which I don't think is a big deal because that gets turned under and sewed anyway. So yeah, so I had to cut the big giant sleeves on the cross grain. I hope it works out. I've never done that before. I don't think it matters with this print because it's so busy. So let me show you what I have finished so far. So I have finished the main bodice and got the first tier of the skirt and gathered in here, and the bust starts, and it is fully lined just on the bodice. So you can see the lining on the inside. This is the inside and the outside. They look the same. I didn't have an invisible zipper, so I just used a zipper that I had in my stash. I think it looks fine, and I don't have a problem with the pink stripe down the middle of my back. And so I'm to the point now where it's time to sew on the sleeves. So I have just pinned the lining together with the outer fabric around the arm side so that I can just run a basting stitch around here to keep the lining and the outer fabric together. And then it'll be time to do the sleeves. Now let me just grab the sleeves and I'll show you what they look like cut on the cross grain. I have them right here. So the sleeves are ginormous. Let me show you the pattern piece once I get it unfolded. So the pattern piece, this is the pattern piece for the sleeve. It's huge. These sleeves are going to be epic if it works out getting cut on the cross grain. So this is what it looks like cut on the cross grain. I don't think you can tell the difference. Let me put the bodice back on the hanger so I can hold it up for you to see. And then I will hold the sleeve up with it so you can see what it looks like together. I don't think the print of the fabric is directional, so I don't think you can tell. So this is the sleeve head up here, and it'll be like that. I don't think it matters. So some good thoughts, some good vibes about sleeves being cut on the cross grain actually working out. I don't know. Um, so the sleeve head is supposed to be like a puff sleeve, and the pattern designer recommends using like batting or fusible fleece or some such like that. And while I do have those, she said batting is okay, but it's uncomfortable. She used fleece on hers, like fleece for making a sweatshirt kind of fleece. I have a lot of leftover not felt, flannel from making my barnyard animals. So I thought, well, what if I just took this flannel and interfaced it with some light to medium weight interfacing and then made the sleeve heads, because this is supposed to go underneath the sleeve, like inside, and then it's going to create more volume right here so it's puffy. So I thought I would try that. I mean, if I hate it, I'll just baste it in, and if I hate it, I can take it out. So what you do with this is you just fold it in half like this, and then you just sew it right in to right there. And it's going to give some volume and body to your sleeve head. So I'm hoping to finish this dress this weekend, and that'll give me 2 new dresses to take with me to my trip to London. So I'm hoping I'll be able to get this done. I'm not leaving until the 19th of April, so that it should be plenty of time to finish my trip to London. Okay. Other things in sewing this week is my friend Madeline from Instagram. She has a Instagram channel sewn by Madeline Claire, and we did a collab last year on making the birdie button up. I will link that in the cards and in the description box below, so you can see our collaboration that we did last year. And we met last night at the local metro station here in Prague, and I went through some of her fabrics that she was destashing, and I picked a few out. And then we discussed possibly another collab. So we're looking around for something to collaborate. She really wants to work on welt pockets. Excuse me. So we're looking for something with welt pockets that would be something like jacket like, something like that. So we're looking, she has a pattern in mind, but I'm also going to look for patterns. So what fabrics did I get from her D-stash? So I got a viscose and 2 linens. So this viscose here, it just, this viscose just makes me happy. This to me says beautiful summer dress. It's 3 meters, so I could get a pretty decent summer dress out of 3 meters, I think, as long as it doesn't have too much volume in the skirt or the sleeves. So I have to really consider what I'm gonna make. But I love this. It's this beautiful orange with navy blue inside the center of the flowers and a little bit of off white there. And it's just beautiful. Just love it. Love, 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 love it. There's no, let's see, what does it say on the selvage? It says Viscose Stretch by Penelope Europe. So a viscose poplin stretch, viscose poplin stretch. So apparently it has some stretch. Let's see, is it along the selvage? Nope. Is it in the cross grain? Oh yeah, a little bit of stretch on the cross grain there. So this would be appropriate for something that says stretch wovens in the fabric description. So something a little closer fitting, more fitted, because you've got that little bit of stretch there. Maybe something that doesn't have closures, you can just throw it over your head because it stretches. So I'm looking forward to finding something to make with this for the summertime. I I love this. I think it's just beautiful. So that's the first one. The second one is a linen by Blackbird Fabrics. So it says this is orange beige. Oh no, this is 100% cotton. Made in India. So and it's 2 meters. 2 meters of 100% cotton. And I thought this would be great for a summer shorts because it's a very nice heavy bottom weight, like something with a flat front and gathered in the back maybe. May I could have some fun with pockets be, because of the stripes. Maybe do do the shorts up like this and then cut the patch pockets on the cross grain like that. Something excuse me, something fun like that. So I thought that this would be nice for wearing in the summertime because in Europe, air conditioning is not really a thing. So most of the time it gets pretty warm in the warmest part of the summer. And so having some 100% cotton shorts would be very nice. Very nice. And the last one I picked up is this linen. This one is linen. I could tell by the feel. And I thought this would be, I think there's 3.5 meters, 3.5 meters. So this is perfect for some wide leg summer trousers. Linen trousers for the summertime. Nice wide legs, billowy, cooling, and wider in the leg and then more fitted around the waist and hips and very smart looking. Well, they say in Europe smart. I think in America it's been a while. It would be like dressy, more dressed up, less casual, more dressed up. So I thought that would look great for the summer. And since I'm an autumn, I wear a lot of earth tones. I wear a lot of things that would match with this. So those are my three fabrics that I picked up on my D-stash. So it's 3.5 meters of linen, brown with stripe, 2 meters of this gold striped cotton, and 3 meters of this stretchy viscose. So I'm very happy to have gotten those from my friend Madeline. And I'm very excited to make a dress out of that viscose. I can't wait to find just the right pattern. I got to start pouring through my pattern books and figuring out which one would be perfect for that viscose. And I'm also very excited about finishing up this dress. It's going to be really pretty. I did try on the bodice that I made, and it fits perfectly through the bust. It could be a little tighter around the waist, which, I can always wear a belt. But so far, it looks pretty nice, and I'm loving the pockets. I don't know if I show you the pockets. So this pattern has these front slash pockets right here. Uh, is great. A dress with pockets is a must have. So I'm pretty excited about that and having some two new dresses to take with me to my trip to London. So that's it for the sewing this week. For life, the kids have still been home on the break between terms. So they go to a British school here in Prague, and in British school they have 2 weeks between terms, and they're on the trimester system. So they just finished term 2, and there's one more term, which will start on Monday, and then they will get out of school for the summer break, like June 24th or something. And so I took advantage of the time off, and I took my 15-year-old and went and got another one of his wisdom teeth out. So he had four, and we had one out during the President's Week break. And then we just this week went and got another one out. So now he has only two left. And the oral surgeon said that he can wait 2 to 3 years to get the top ones out because they're not a problem right now. And so if they're not a problem, then they can just stay there. So he's happy to be done with oral surgeries for a while. And that's really been it. There hasn't been a whole lot going on as far as life around here. It's quiet. The boys have not wanted to go do anything. I have the three boys home, and they just want to go run around outside with their friends around the neighborhood and play Nerf war and soccer and things like that. They don't want to go do any organized activities or anything like that. They want to sleep in, they want to eat late, they want you know, they want to lay around and watch TV, things like that, which I understand. I understand. So after the last 2 years, we've had a lot of busy, go, go, go. There's been a lot of travel. There's been a lot of stress the last 2 years. And I think this is the first break they've really been able to just relax. So, because all of our other vacations, they've been going on trips and traveling to the US or, for one reason or another. Usually it wasn't something nice. So, this time, just relax, just rest. So, it's been good. It's been recharging their batteries. So that's it. I hope you guys all have a wonderful weekend. And I hope you have time to get in your sewing room and make something beautiful. Bye.